up? Here's your girl Naja here, and I'm back with another video. And this video is going to be a story time. I know you guys love my story time, so I am coming back at you with not one of my more proud story times, but it turned out okay in the end. It could have been worse, you know. So this is going to be the story time about I actually hit somebody's BMW with my car, and the person that I hit just so happened to be a rich ass doctor. And yeah, how do y'all think that went? So if you are not familiar with my channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, become part of the Voodoo tribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post. I post Wednesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Let's go. Cut the long ass intro.
Shut up and get to the point.
So this was back when I worked at the Indian restaurant. If you are an OG tribe member, you know that I used to work at an Indian restaurant, and it was like the shittiest job ever. They stole money from me. My trainer was stealing. Like, my manager was smashing my coworker. Like, and his wife showed up to the job and smacked her in the face. Like, there was so much drama at that Indian job. If you want to know more about it, go into my Storytime playlist and just watch through all of my little server stories stuff, because it was wild. This was back when I worked at the Indian restaurant, and at this time I had my Volkswagen Bug. So this was before my Bug got totaled. I have a story time about like my first car accident where I actually got my Bug totaled, but back then I just had my little Volkswagen Beetle, little lime green, super cute, you know, first car, popping, all that shit. Where's my vape at? I had done the morning shift, which I never usually did. I would much rather like to do the night shift because you get more tips, it's faster, it's busier. It's just, you know, I like the night shift way better. Well, the dinner shift really, because in the morning we did like a buffet style. It's kind of like traditional for Indian restaurants to do like a lunch buffet and then close the store for like an hour or so and then reopen for like a dinner, like a traditional dinner type of vibe. So I was actually starting in the morning, which I kind of like because then I could have the rest of the day to myself. Basically, I was leaving my morning shift and I got into my car. I think I may have like called my ex-boyfriend or something, like on my phone, just, you know, doing little shit. You know, like when you get in the car but you're not ready to pull off yet, you know, you just do little shit, maybe plug up the aux cord, you know. I was just living my best life. So I was like, okay, I'm ready to leave this son of a bitch. Fuck work. Turn my car on, put my car in reverse, and I just start backing out. Like, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. When I first started driving, I was not the best driver. Like, I thought I was just the shit. Like, I thought I was the best driver. I was more of like an offensive driver instead of a defensive driver, if that makes any sense. Like, I was more assertive on the road and shit like that, instead of trying to be more aware of what other people were doing around me. So I was not a good driver. Like, in my opinion, you have to have an even balance of both, but a little bit more so on the defensive side, because you always want to see what people are doing around you, because you could be doing a-okay and then somebody could just fuck your shit up. So I'm backing up. I'm not even looking. I'm just trusting in the Lord. I'm like, you got me, right? And I just back up, right? I'm backing up, and I hit somebody. All I heard was a, like, I was like, oh my God. And I look behind me and I see this brand new pearly white BMW truck. Now, mind you, I had a German car too. So I already know, is BMW German? I don't know cars, don't come for me. But I know my German car was expensive. Like, every time I fucked something up, it was a lot of money. So I'm glad I got a Honda now, because if something breaks on that bitch, those parts are gonna be like dirt cheap, okay? But my Volkswagen, whenever something went off, I was spending at least $300, $400, $500. Like, so, and when I saw that I hit a BMW, I was like, wow. So now I gotta come up with a stack, 2 stacks. Like, I'm gonna be poor. I'm not gonna be able to do this. I was only 19 years old. I'm not gonna be able to pay for this. My mom's gonna kill me. Our insurance is already high. I could barely afford my insurance right now. Like, I was getting paid dirt money at that place. So immediately, I'm hyperventilating. I'm so in my head that I haven't even gotten out the car yet. And then I glance in my mirror and the dude gets out the car. He's wearing a full scrubs. Doctor. Bae as fuck though. Bae as fuck. Daddy as fuck. I was like, ooh. Nice little Latino man with some gray. I was like, ooh, damn, why I hit your car. And I knew he was a doctor because he had on white scrubs with like a little name tag. Like, I was fucked. I was like, okay, Naja, time to get out the car. Let's see what the damage is. Let's see how bad you fucked up this man's shit, because obviously you were in the wrong. But when I got out the car, I noticed we did the same thing. He was in a parking spot right here, and I was in a parking spot directly behind him. So we both backed out without looking, and the backs of our car hit each other. I go up to him and I'm like, I am so sorry. And
oh, wait, let's just see the damage, okay?
so I look at his car. His car is pearly white. My nigga got a bright ass lime green scratch. It's probably like that big. I'm not exaggerating. It was probably this big, lime green on the pearly white BMW truck. Brand fucking new. Like, that shit still had a paper tag on it. I was like, I'm so fucked. Like, I'm fucked. What am I gonna do? And I look at my car. bitch, my whole rear view light was dangling off the fucking car. Like, my shit was fucked up. I was like, oh my God, my whole light bulb was dangling. And the doctor looked at my car. I looked at his car. I looked at his gorgeous ass face. And I was just like, sir, I'm so sorry. I really can't afford this right now. I know I only made a scratch, but I cannot afford to give your car a paint job. I work at this Indian restaurant right here. They're not paying me. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna...
Hold on, young lady. Just calm down. Look. Your car's kind of more fucked up than mine. Why don't we just charge this to the game?
Did he just say charge this to the game? He just said charge it to the game. What? Are we serious? Like,
God's plan.
one, I was shocked because this dapper ass man just said charge it to the game. And two, I was shocked because I always had a perception that like more opulent people would be really quick to be like, oh no, you gonna pay for this bright green ass scratch on my brand new paper tag having BMW. But he was just like,
look, your car's more fucked up than mine. I got it. Are you good?
yeah, I'm good. And he was like, all right,
I'm good. I'm so sorry about this whole thing. We both need to pay more attention.
you are so right. So so I went back into the Indian restaurant and I was like, can I please get some tape? So I got some tape and I taped the fucking rear light, or is it even called a rear view light? I don't know, like the blinker, like, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know cars, I'm sorry. And I taped it on there, right? And I probably got away with that for maybe like a week or two. I don't want to say a month, but I know it wasn't a week, until my mom saw it in the parking lot. And she could, like, I would park the butt of my car into like a wall so she couldn't see it, and finally she saw it. Because I was living with my mom when I was like 19, but no, this couldn't have happened when I was 19, because when I was 19 I worked at Ratchet Corp. So this had to have happened like when I was like 18, like freshly 18. This had to have happened because when I was 19 I had the Mazda. Cause I'm like, bitch, I did not live with my mama when I was 19. But I was 18, I lived with my mom. And when she finally saw it, she was like,
you gotta be fucking kidding me, you're paying for it.
and I was like, you know what? I actually like my bug like this. You know, she has a little bit more personality, you know, just a little, you know, she's cute. Like, you know, it's okay.
So you're just gonna sit here and pretend like your car don't look fucked up?
Yes. Like, what do you mean? I don't have the money for this. Like, this is gonna cost me like $600, like, to bring to the mechanic, to buy the shit, you know. I just didn't want to do it. And I do have a mechanic, the same mechanic that I had back then, but he was in school at the time, and he was not good with German cars. And he told me straight up, he was like, dude, you need to get like a Honda, a Toyota, something. And he told me that years ago, and it took me 2 years from now to realize that's what I needed to do. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until I have, you know, some real guapo before I buy an expensive car, because I know that paint job for that man was gonna be a lot of money. Like, even though it was a small scratch, like, I don't know how it works, because like I keep saying, I don't know about cars, but he probably had to get that shit all repainted to match. I don't know. And then he just got the car. I was just so thankful that he was so cool about it, because that really would have killed my pockets, bruh. That would have killed my pockets. At the time, I was so freaking poor, dude. Like, I never thought I was gonna move out in that time of my life. Like, I thought like it was too impossible. Like, it was not possible for me to move out. Like, that would have destroyed my confidence of moving out for sure. All right, you guys, that is a time where I smacked into a BMW truck, and it was the best results possible, to be honest. Have you guys ever gotten into a car accident with a car that is like 10 times more expensive than yours, and the owner of the car was just like, charge it to the game? Bye.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.